Have you ever wondered why some animated films, bursting with color, imagination, and star power, still ended up as box office disasters? They had everything, talent, budgets, and marketing, but something just didn't click. Today, we're diving into 10 cartoon films that, despite all the hype, flopped spectacularly. From ambitious sci-fi adventures to musical extravaganzas, these movies promised magic, but delivered heartbreak. Stick around, because you won't believe how these animated dreams turned into financial nightmares. The Flight of Dragons, 1982. The Flight of Dragons wasn't just another Saturday morning cartoon. It was a bold, ambitious attempt to blend fantasy, science, and magic into a sweeping animated epic. Produced during the early 80s, the film followed young Peter and a cast of legendary creatures on a quest to save a world teetering between logic and sorcery. From fire-breathing dragons to mystical forests, every frame was packed with imaginative detail, capturing the kind of wonder rarely seen in Western animation at the time. Yet despite its lush, hand-drawn visuals and inventive storyline, audiences didn't flock to theaters. Perhaps it was the darker, more thoughtful tone, or the fact that it lacked a big-name voice cast to draw crowds. Even critics who appreciated the artistry found it a challenging sell to kids used to slapstick comedies and formulaic adventures. Today, The Flight of Dragons survives as a cult favorite, admired for its creativity, ambition, and the sheer audacity to tackle philosophical questions of logic versus magic in a kid-friendly package, a commercial failure that became a hidden gem for those willing to seek it out. Treasure Planet, 2002. Disney's Treasure Planet was a dazzling reinvention of the classic Treasure Island, catapulting Robert Louis Stevenson's tale into a futuristic galaxy teeming with spaceships, alien worlds, and steampunk-inspired technology. The film follows Jim Hawkins on a high-stakes adventure across the stars, blending hand-drawn animation with cutting-edge CGI to create a visually stunning universe. Every scene, from gravity-defying ship battles to exotic planets, showcased Disney's ambition to push animation boundaries while keeping the emotional core of Jim's coming-of-age story intact. Yet brilliance doesn't always guarantee box office success. Released in 2002, the film struggled to reach a mainstream audience. Marketing missteps, a massive production budget, and a narrative weighted towards spectacle rather than traditional Disney humor left viewers uncertain. Despite a heartfelt score by James Newton Howard and a compelling performance by Joseph Gordon-Levitt as Jim, Treasure Planet failed to recoup its costs, marking one of Disney's rare financial misfires. Over time, however, it has earned a devoted following. Fans now celebrate its innovative animation, rich world-building, and bold storytelling, a visually and emotionally memorable sci-fi adventure that remains a hidden gem in Disney's catalog. Atlantis, The Lost Empire, 2001. Disney's Atlantis. The Lost Empire took audiences on an ambitious journey beneath the ocean, blending adventure, mystery, and cutting-edge animation. The film follows young linguist Milo Thatch as he joins a diverse team of explorers on a daring mission to uncover the lost city of Atlantis. Departing from Disney's traditional musical formula, the story emphasized action, science, and mythology, creating a darker, more sophisticated tone aimed at older children and family audiences alike. Visually, the film was groundbreaking. James Baxter's fluid character animation, combined with Claude Coates-inspired backgrounds, brought Atlantis to life with intricate detail and imaginative design. The action-packed sequences, ranging from submarine battles to encounters with ancient guardians, demonstrated Disney's commitment to innovation. Despite its creativity, the film struggled at the box office. Released in 2001, it faced stiff competition and marketing challenges, leaving it unable to recoup its substantial budget. Yet over time, Atlantis has gained a loyal fan base. Audiences now celebrate its adventurous spirit, unique aesthetic, and ambitious storytelling, recognizing it as one of Disney's most daring and visually compelling animated features. Fern Gully, The Last Rainforest, 1992. Fern Gully, The Last Rainforest is a lush, eco-conscious animated adventure that transported audiences to a vibrant rainforest threatened by human activity. The story follows Krista, a young fairy, and her encounter with Zach, a human who learns to appreciate the magic and fragility of the natural world. With themes of environmentalism, conservation, and harmony with nature, the film was both heartfelt and timely, aiming to educate as much as entertain. The animation brought the rainforest to life with rich colors, intricate details, and imaginative character designs. Robin Williams, in a memorable voice performance as Batty Coda, added humor and energy, while the supporting cast, including Tim Curry and Samantha Mathis, provided depth and charm. Despite its positive message and engaging visuals, Fern Gully struggled financially at the box office, overshadowed by other animated releases and limited marketing. However, its legacy endures. Generations of viewers appreciate its ecological message, whimsical storytelling, and unique animation style, recognizing Fern Gully as a charming and meaningful adventure that remains a beloved cult classic for environmentally conscious animation fans. The Road to El Dorado, 2000. The Road to El Dorado is DreamWorks' vibrant, musical-filled adventure that follows two charming con artists, Tulio and Miguel, as they stumble upon the legendary city of gold. With a mix of swashbuckling escapades, clever humor, and catchy songs by Elton John and Tim Rice, the film promised a lively and fun-filled journey for audiences of all ages. The animation dazzled with rich colors, detailed landscapes, and expressive character designs that brought the mythical El Dorado to life. Voices from Kevin Kline, Kenneth Branagh, and Rosie Perez added charm and energy, while the witty dialogue and comedic timing made it stand out from other animated features of the era. Despite its visual appeal and engaging performances, the film struggled at the box office, failing to connect with mainstream audiences. Critics praised its artistry, but noted that the story and characters didn't resonate as strongly as expected. Over time, however, The Road to El Dorado has gained a devoted fan base, admired for its colorful animation, playful humor, and adventurous spirit, securing its place as a beloved, if underrated, DreamWorks classic. The Princess and the Cobbler, 1993. The Princess and the Cobbler is a legendary tale of ambition, artistry, and almost cinematic myth-making. Directed by Richard Williams, this animated masterpiece took decades to complete, with painstaking craftsmanship that pushed the boundaries of traditional animation. Every frame was meticulously hand-drawn, creating intricate sequences and stunning visual flourishes that set new standards for precision and beauty in the art form. The story follows a humble cobbler who discovers a grand adventure involving a princess, a treacherous vizier, and a kingdom in peril. Williams' dedication to flawless motion and innovative camera techniques made the film a technical marvel, yet its very perfection became part of its downfall. Financial troubles, studio interference, and constant production delays meant the film's release was heavily re-edited and marketed under various titles, including Arabian Night, further confusing audiences. When it finally reached theaters in 1993, the box office response was disastrous. Critics acknowledged the brilliance of its animation, but the convoluted story and inconsistent edits prevented it from finding a broad audience. Today, The Princess and the Cobbler is celebrated as a cult classic, an awe-inspiring testament to artistic obsession, even if commercial success never followed. Rock and Rule, 1983. Rock and Rule is an audacious experiment in animation and music, a film that dared to mix rock and roll, fantasy, and adult themes long before such hybrids became mainstream. Directed by Clive A. Smith and produced by Canadian studio Nelvana, the movie combined hand-drawn animation with a distinctly edgy aesthetic, populated by anthropomorphic animals in a post-apocalyptic cityscape. The visuals were vibrant, the character designs bold, and every frame pulsed with energy, ambition, and a rock-infused attitude. The story follows a group of rebels trying to prevent a rock star-turned-villain from summoning a dark power, blending adventure, humor, and musical numbers by renowned artists like Cheap Trick and Lou Reed. Despite its innovative soundtrack and striking visuals, Rock and Rule suffered from poor marketing, a limited release, and a tone that was perhaps too daring for its intended audience. At the box office, it flopped, failing to capture the mainstream viewers who might have embraced its audacity. Yet over the years, the film has developed a cult following, celebrated for its bold experimentation, rock-driven soundtrack, and the sheer risk-taking spirit that dared to challenge animation conventions of its era. Cats Don't Dance, 1997. Cats Don't Dance is a dazzling celebration of classic Hollywood, told through the eyes of a talented feline protagonist with big dreams. Directed by Mark Dindal, this Warner Brothers animated musical follows Danny, a singing cat who arrives in 1930s Tinseltown, hoping to make it big on the silver screen. The film blends lush animation, catchy musical numbers, and a clever satirical take on Hollywood's golden age, exploring themes of ambition, perseverance, and the underdog spirit. The voice cast sparkles with talent, including Scott Bakula, Jasmine Guy, and Kathy Najimy, bringing depth, humor, and charisma to every character. From spectacular dance sequences to imaginative backdrops of Los Angeles, the animation itself is a love letter to the era's glitz and glamour. Despite its artistry and heart, Cats Don't Dance failed to find commercial success upon release. Marketing missteps and competition from bigger animated releases meant audiences overlooked this gem. Yet over time, it has gained recognition as a cult favorite, praised for its animation quality, musical charm, and the timeless message that chasing your dreams, no matter your size, can lead to unforgettable adventures. Everyone's Hero, 2006. Everyone's Hero is an animated adventure that combines history, humor, and heart in a story about courage and determination. Directed by Christopher Reeve, Colin Brady, and Dan St. Pierre, the film follows 11-year-old Yankee Irving as he embarks on a daring quest to return Babe Ruth's stolen baseball during the 1932 World Series. Along the way, Irving encounters colorful characters, overcomes obstacles, and discovers the true meaning of heroism, proving that size and age don't define bravery. The film's voice cast features notable talents, including Robin Williams, Whoopi Goldberg, and William H. Macy, bringing warmth, humor, and gravitas to the story. Visually, the animation captures the era's charm with detailed cityscapes, period-accurate costumes, and dynamic action sequences, immersing viewers in Depression-era America. Despite its positive messages and skilled production, Everyone's Hero struggled at the box office, overshadowed by bigger animated releases and limited marketing reach. Nevertheless, it remains a heartfelt tale celebrating perseverance, optimism, and the idea that ordinary people, or kids, can achieve extraordinary things. Over time, it has gained appreciation as an underappreciated gem in early 2000s animation, valued for its inspiring story and classic cinematic spirit. Strange Magic, 2015. Strange Magic, directed by Gary Rydstrom and produced by George Lucas, is a visually vibrant musical fantasy that reimagines the classic tale of love, jealousy, and fairies in a whimsical forest world. The story follows Marianne, a fiercely independent fairy, and the charming goblin, Sunny, whose lives collide amidst a magical conflict between the fairy and dark realms. With a soundtrack full of pop hits, catchy duets, and energetic dance numbers, the film aims to blend contemporary music with classic fairy tale themes. The voice cast, including Evan Rachel Wood, Elijah Kelly, and Alan Cumming, infuses the characters with humor, emotion, and personality, enhancing the colorful, CGI-rich animation that brings the enchanted forest and its inhabitants to life. Despite the ambitious visuals and musical energy, Strange Magic struggled at the box office, facing mixed critical reception and stiff competition from other animated releases in 2015. While commercially unsuccessful, the film has found a niche audience that appreciates its bold animation choices, inventive musical integration, and playful reinvention of fairy tale storytelling, making it a curious and underappreciated entry in Lucasfilm's animation catalog. These 10 films prove that even the brightest animation, the slickest visuals, and the cleverest stories can stumble when audiences don't bite. Box office failure doesn't always mean lack of talent. It often hides behind timing, marketing, or sheer bad luck. But each film left its mark, influencing animation, storytelling, or cult fandom. Hit like if you've seen any of these flops, comment your favorite underrated gem, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into Hollywood's biggest wins and disasters.